A festival has returned for its 7th year that hopes to educate people about an important business in our community, beekeeping, and the people and insects who work it. Our Clayton McChesney shows us what the buzz is all about.
The Beckley Exhibition Coal Mine and Youth Museum are popular local attractions any time of the year. But when the Honey Festival returns, this place is always buzzing with activity, with this year bringing more than 1,000 visitors. This is education for all ages, with honey experts, live beekeeping demonstrations, and even bee dissections to help guests learn about bees and their important role in all our lives.
The Beekeepers Association came to us and said, we really need to educate the population here locally in southern West Virginia about the importance of bees and how many beekeepers there are. I learned a lot from them as well in these 7 years that we've been doing that. You know, there's a food chain and the bees are at the bottom, but if something happens to those beautiful little bees, we're in trouble. It's the beginning of the end for all of mankind, because without their busy work, we don't have food to eat.
But of course, the honey itself was a big draw here, with the opportunity to support local beekeepers and even sample some of their wares. We spoke to one local beekeeper who won last year's Taster's Choice Award for her honey. She says beekeeping is hard work, both for beekeepers and bees, but the opportunity to make some money from their honey while educating the community is a sweet reward.
It's like becoming a lost art around here, and so that's why we really try to build these festivals up so people know. And you know, we've got the live hives here and a lot of education here to help support that.
Lester says the knowledge gained from this fun event is important for so many people who may not know all the work that goes into even a spoonful of honey. She encourages other people to consider beekeeping, calling it a fun hobby that people of a wide range of ages can do. Here for you in Beckley, I'm Clayton McChesney, WVVA News.
Thanks, Clayton. Lester encourages people to do some research on beekeeping, and she says the first to get started to help pollinate her garden. If you missed this event, organizers say it will be back, with Beckley's Park and Recreation Director saying they plan to keep holding it as long as there are honeybees.